Votes are being counted in Uganda today, and the capital, Kampala, feels like a war zone. There's a full military deployment in the city, and we've seen people tracked down and targeted by snatch squads, the police, and heavily armed military officers. This is what people have been telling us that they're worried about, that in the process of their votes being counted, there would be suppression, violence, a crackdown, a warning. And all around us, there were these billboards showing President Museveni's face and his campaign slogan, protecting the gains. And we did hear a military officer tell a police officer, protecting the gains, hey? That's what it feels like today. It's do or die. If people are planning to comply, if they're planning to follow order and not object to any signs of vote rigging, they'll be left alone. We were on the street filming, and we were held by military officers who told us they did not want us filming what they were doing today. And we did meet a journalist from local press who was beaten with a baton. We've seen people beaten. We're hearing reports that at least 7 people are dead in Kampala today, and the violence is expected to continue until the election results are announced.
Knocked the dictator out. You knocked Museveni out. We, the people of the United Kingdom, Chapter UK, we congratulate you. Tukwebaza nnyo ttiimu yo yonna by'obadde okola, weebale olutalo, weebalire ddala, kaakati otukwasizza akati. Eno y'essaawa naffe tulwane. President tetutudde, ne ttiimu yo yonna tetutudde. Kati njogerako eri bannayuganda. Munnayuganda nansangwa naddala. Gwe ng'oli nansangwa ng'okimanyi nti tolina ggwanga ddala yonna gy'ogenda. Bannange situka. Munnayuganda eno y'essaawa yo. Pulezidenti yakoze omulimu gwe, tetulina tetumubanja.
Shadow president of opposition. Kakati gwani. Muzukuke. Abantu b'ekiteezi.
What's happening at Bobi Wine's home, the leading opposition candidate in Uganda, are not good at all as we speak now. We have gotten information that his home is completely under siege. It has been sealed off by the military. The military has even started breaking into his home. No one is allowed access into his home, and surprisingly, no one knows whether Bobi Wine and the wife are still in the house or they have been taken away. No one knows their whereabouts. People are seeing houses, people are seeing vehicles getting out, or security vehicles getting out and in of his home. Also, a jammer, a call jammer has been placed into his home, so you cannot call his phone or the wife's phone or anyone at home. If you cannot call, because this jammer is jamming all calls, so you cannot access any of them. So that is the information going on as of now at his home.
And this time, Bobi Wine is asking Ugandans to cast a protest vote against the authoritarian government of President Yoweri Museveni. The way he sees it, Yoweri Museveni is a dictator who sees Uganda as his personal property and all Ugandans as his slaves. That's exactly what Bobi Wine told me a month ago when I spoke to him. On the same day he was campaigning in the capital, Kampala, he was beaten up. His supporters were tear-gassed. This has been a violent campaign through and through, and that is the backdrop for this election. 2 days ago, the government of Uganda shut down the internet, and the people of Uganda don't have access to the internet as we speak right now. So even getting any voting lines video from Uganda has been difficult, because even the media is having trouble covering this election when they're having to call their reporters on the phone because they can't get any live video from that. The reason the government of Uganda shut down the internet is because they say this is to avoid the spread of misinformation, disinformation, to curb the potential for electoral fraud, and also to avoid any incitement to violence. But this has been criticized by many human rights groups, by the opposition there, as an authoritarian repressive tactic.
Well, and how do we now even know if the elections are fair? Talk about no transparency, cutting down the internet. I mean, how is this election supposed to be credible?
That is the big question here. And Bobby Wine, the opposition leader, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, as he's officially known, has said that all signs point to President Yoweri Museveni rigging this election. He's been in power since 1986. This is his 40th year in power, and he's running for the 7th term. And he does not expect that this election will be credible, free, and fair because of the extreme violence and the tactics used by President Yoweri Museveni. President Yoweri Museveni's government says that protecting the gains, and they have brought Uganda stability and economic growth, and he looks to continue that. But Bobby Wine told CNN a few days ago that if Yoweri Museveni rigs this election, the people of Uganda must rise up to defend their victory. So in the next few days, we'll get to know if he does win, or it's another continuation of Yoweri Museveni's rule for another 5 years, bringing his rule into 45 years. The man is in his 80s now, and the signs of age are starting to show.
Yeah, I mean, he first took office in 1986, the year that I was born, and has been there that whole time.